oasis between the stars. A single voice echoes through the atmosphere. I seal the freak waking up the dark. The heavy silence suddenly disappears. The night falls like velvet on the concrete ground. I am chasing shadows where the echoes used to sound. There is a rhythm hiding in the empty street. I feel it moving under the soles of my feet. A gentle whisper wrapping around my shivering skin, telling me exactly where the magic will begin. I close my eyes and let the colors flood my mind, leaving all the weight of the broken world behind. Tempo rises like a tide inside my veins, washing away the memories of all the endless rays. We are aligning with a higher glowing plane. I hear the universe calling out my name. We are the echoes in the blinding light, burning like colors through the endless night. No gravity can hold us on the earth today. We let the frequencies carry us away. We are the echoes in the blinding light, turning the darkness into something bright. A million voices singing in the atmosphere. There is no sorrow and there is no fear. The neon flashes paint a map across the sky, guiding the travelers who are not afraid to fly. I feel your heartbeat syncing perfectly with mine. We are connected by invisible design. The bass is rolling through the center of my chest, putting the chaos of the waking hours to rest. We drift together through the oceans of the sound, feet are levitating, chains off the ground. The tempo rises like a tide inside my veins, washing away the memories of all the endless rays. We are aligning with a higher glowing plane. I hear the universe calling out my name. We are the echoes in the blinding light, burning like comets through the endless night. No gravity can hold us on the earth today. We let the frequencies carry us away. We are the echoes in the blinding light, turning the darkness into something bright. A million voices singing in the atmosphere. There is no sorrow and there is no fear. on the ultimate celestial tide. slows down to a hum. Static lingers in the heavy air. Let the frequencies wash over. Breathing deeply in the dark. Street lights bleed into the damn concrete. Silver halos wrapped around my feet. I am walking where the shadows play, washing all the heavy thoughts away. Glass and steel reflect the midnight blue. Nothing here to tether me to you. Just the rhythm of my silent pace, drifting softly through this empty space. The frequency is rising from the ground. I lose myself inside the hollow sound. The colors blur and melt into the night. I surrender to the fading light. Caught inside the neon city tides, where the secret of the midnight highs. Let the bassline carry me away, far beyond the edges of the day. Caught inside the neon city tides, gliding where the phantom current rise, sinking to the velvet and the deep, while the rest of the world goes to sleep. Passing by the glowing vacant signs, reading stories in the broken lines. Every whisper of the passing wind tells me this is where the dreams begin. Time is freezing at the cool night air. Smoke is rising like a quiet prayer. I am shedding every skin I wore, leaving them upon the pavement floor. The frequency is rising from the ground. I lose myself inside the hollow sound. The colors blur and melt into the night. I surrender to the fading light. Caught inside the neon city tides, where the secret of the midnight hides. Let the bassline carry me away, far beyond the edges of the day. Caught inside the neon city tides, gliding where the phantom current rise, sinking to the velvet and the deep, while the rest of the world goes to sleep. Echoes bouncing off the alley walls, answer to the way the darkness calls, floating through the solitary haze, lost inside this geometric maze. Heartbeat sinking to the muffled drum, waiting for the morning light to come. Caught inside the neon city tides, where the secret of the midnight hides. Let the bassline carry me away, far beyond the edges of the day. Caught inside the neon city tides, gliding where the phantom current rise, sinking to the velvet and the deep, while the rest of the world goes to sleep. Fading into static once again, the neon tide begins to slowly fall. Just a whisper in the velvet dark. Close your eyes and let it all dissolve. The city sleeps, but the wires are humming. A violet haze settles over the skyline. I can feel the floorboards watch the headlights fading in the distance, swept away inside the quiet velvet gloom. There is a secret in the way the air is moving, a heavy warmth that wraps around the chilling breeze. I leave my worries at the threshold, oh, the doorway, and let the midnight drop me softly to my knees. The clock is melting, time is slowing down. We are the ghosts that wander through the town. The frequency is climbing up my spine. I leave the waking world so far behind, caught in the neon currents, drifting deep, where heavy hearts forget the weight of we. The bass is rolling like a distant sea, and washing every broken part of me. Caught in the neon currents, floating far beneath the static of a sunless earth. We use our shadows in the indigo, just ride the rhythm and let it all go. The glass is cooling on the edge of my table. Condensation dripping down into the dark. I trace the patterns of the smoke up to the ceiling and watch it scatter like a solitary spark. No need for speaking when the groove is softly guiding. The heavy sub is speaking languages we know. Through empty avenues our consciousness is gliding, illuminated by the uninterrupted glow. The clock is melting, time is slowing down. We are the ghosts that wander through the town. The frequency is climbing up my spine. I leave the waking world so far behind, caught in the neon currents, drifting deep, where heavy hearts forget the weight of we. The bass is rolling like a distant sea, and washing every broken part of me. Caught in the neon currents, floating far beneath the static of a sunset star. We lose our shadows in the indigo, just ride the rhythm and let it all go. Gravity is just a memory now, suspended in the sound. We figure out how to breathe beneath the weight of everything, to hear the song of quiet shadows sing, a sudden rush of warmth inside the cold. A brand new story waiting to explode. Caught in the neon currents, drifting deep, where heavy hearts forget the weight of we. The bass is rolling like a distant sea, and washing every fading out into the quiet deep. Close your eyes and let the rhythm sleep. Just floating in the ether. Streetlights bleed across the dashboard screen, painting our faces in an amber velvet sheen. You turn the dial and the static clears away, leaving only the rhythm of the things we couldn't say. I watch the skyline turn to liquid in the rain, a heavy drop against the shivering window pane. We are suspended in this midnight atmosphere, losing track of the hours as the edges disappear. Feel the frequency pull us down below, caught in the current of the undertow. Everything heavy starts to drift and rise. I see the universe opening in your eyes. This is a velvet midnight tide, washing away the world outside. Deep in the pulse we close our eyes, sinking into the darkened skies. This is a velvet midnight tide, nowhere to go and nowhere to hide. Letting the shadow be our guide, drowning inside the midnight tide. Cigarette is burning slowly in the tray, tracing a ribbon of smoke that fades away. Your fingertips are drumming lightly on the wheel, matching the tempo of the gravity we feel. The quiet intersections flash from red to green. We are the ghosts inside this beautiful machine. No destination in this labyrinth of stone, just the electric warmth of being all alone. Feel the frequency pull us down below, caught in the current of the undertow. Everything heavy starts to drift and rise. I see the universe opening in your eyes. This is a velvet midnight tide, washing away the world outside. Deep in the pulse we close our eyes, sinking into the darkened skies. This is a velvet midnight tide, nowhere to go and nowhere to hide. Letting the shadow be our guide, drowning inside the midnight tide. Weightless we are breathing in the void, every inhibition is completely destroyed. Time is just a flicker in the echoing dark, a tiny glowing ember from a silent spark. Hold me in the solitary shift in space, before the morning light can take its place. This is a velvet midnight tide, washing away the
across the empty room. We are floating in the velvet dark. Wait for the rhythm to pull us under. I watch the headlights paint the window pane. Golden rivers washing down the street. The world outside is dissolving in the rain, while we get tangled in the steady beat. Time is moving like a heavy tide, pulling the secrets from the atmosphere. There is nowhere left for us to hide, but I have never felt so weightless here. Waves of shade, colors blur. Every silence is a quiet word. Close your eyes and let the bass drop low. This is the only place we need to go. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are a neon ghost right next to me. We let the tempo dictate how we move, lost in the center of the deep house groove. Nothing is real but the sound in our chest, leaving the daylight behind to rest. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are the only thing I want to see. The smoke is curling through the purple light, a quiet haze against the spinning fan. We surrender to the edge of night, drawing the map without a master plan. Echoes are bouncing off the painted wall, lounge keys ringing like a distant bell. I'm still willing to embrace the fall, under the magic of this midnight spell. Picture shift, colors blur. Every silence is a quiet word. Close your eyes and let the bass drop low. This is the only place we need to go. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are a neon ghost right next to me. We let the tempo dictate how we move, lost in the center of the deep house groove. Nothing is real but the sound in our chest, leaving the daylight behind to rest. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are the only thing I want to see. The kick drum fades and the air stands still. Voices are drifting from a distant hill, some to salt in sweat like a rising sea, washing the gravity right out of me. Float is suspended in the ambient space, before the rhythm pulls us back to grace. Caught in the current of the midnight frequency. You are a neon ghost right next to me. We let the tempo dictate how we move, lost in the center of the deep house groove. Nothing is real but the sound in our chest. cease to fade, rest in the shadows that the music made. We are just echoes in the silent dark, a lingering frequency, a glowing spark.
Hear the heartbeat rising from the clay, shadows trembling as the night gives way. A distant whisper on the heavy wind. This is where the ancient poets begin. I leave my footprints in the silver sand, a silent traveler in a waking land. The heavy bass is rolling through the ground. I lose my sorrow in the deep dark sound. There is a fire burning in the deep, awaken secrets that the shadows keep. The canopy of stars begins to hum. We are the children of the beating drum.
Can you feel the water rising to the brim? Can you feel the spirit breaking through the skin? Every drop of sweat is blowing in the dark, blowing on the embers, waiting for the spark.
We are swimming through the rivers of life, chasing the morning out of the night, letting the rhythm wash over our souls, giving our bodies to what we can't control. We are swimming through the rivers of life. Everything heavy is taken to flight, bathed in the colors of euphoric dawn. The beat of the earth is carrying us on. We are as breathing with a quiet heat, a whispered promise underneath my feet. I strip away the armor I have worn. Inside this rhythm I am newly born. The branches sway and tangle in the sky. We let the ghosts of yesterday pass by. I close my eyes and let the colors bleed. This deep vibration is the only.
Can you feel the water rising to the brim? Can you feel the spirit breaking through the skin? Every drop of sweat is glowing in the dark, blowing on the embers, waiting for the spark.
We are swimming through the rivers of life, chasing the morning out of the night, letting the rhythm wash over our souls, giving our bodies to what we can't control. We are swimming through the rivers of life. Everything heavy is taking to flight, bathed in the colors of euphoric dawn. Beat of the earth is carrying us on.
City sleeps, but the rhythm breathes softly. Headlights paint long shadows on the concrete walls. I am floating in the empty space you left behind. Just a distant whisper in the cold night air. The dashboard glows in a heavy shade of blue, tracing the avenues I used to walk with you. Raindrops are falling, keeping time with the beat, washing our memories right off the empty street. I catch your reflection in the wet, darkened glass, watching the ghosts of our history fading past. The bass in my chest is the only thing that is real, numbing the ache that I swore I would never feel. And the frequency rises, pulling me under, fire in the quiet of the midnight of Sunday. I close my eyes and I surrender to the sound, hoping your memory is nowhere to be found. But you are the echo in the velvet dark, deep house rhythm beating through my heart. I am dancing with shadows underneath the neon glow, trying to find the strength to finally let you go. You are the melody I cannot erase, lost in the tempo, spinning out of space. Every floor on the floor brings you back to my mind. You are the rhythm that I left behind. The smoke clears out, but the haze remains inside. Nowhere to run in this city, nowhere to hide. Streetlights are flashing, a syncopated groove, dictating exactly the way my lonely body should move. I reach for your hand, but I only grab the night, slipping away in
drifting through the static of the midnight hour. A distant rhythm pulling at the edges of my mind. Subwoofers humming like a heartbeat in the floor. I close my eyes and leave the heavy world behind. The city lights are bleeding through the rainy glass, a watercolor painting of a world asleep. I watch the glowing headlights as the taxis pass and dive into a frequency so warm and deep. There is a sanctuary hidden in the bass, a quiet architecture built of synthesized sound. I lose the memories that I do not wanna trace until my floating feet forget the solid ground. The shadows open up to let the color in, a slow crescendo rising from the velvet floor. I feel the electricity against my skin. I am a spirit to the person I was before. Caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. A rhythm is the only thing controlling me. Caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove. Bathed in the glow of ultraviolet light. I do not have to think, I only have to move. The kick drum fades away into a quiet hum. Electric piano chords are gliding through the air. I let the soothier isolation overcome the tangled up illusions of my own despair. We are just whispers in an empty corridor, but in this atmosphere we are a golden spark. I'm not afraid of the silence anymore. I found a glowing constellation in the door. The shadows open up to let the color in, a slow crescendo rising from the velvet floor. I feel the electricity against my skin. I am a stranger to the person I was before. Caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. The rhythm is the only thing controlling me. Caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove. Bathing in the glow of ultraviolet light. I do not have to think, I only have to move. Since the shadows elevate the atmosphere, a syncopated bassline washes over my chest. The smoke begins to rise and suddenly it is clear. This hypnotic sanctuary is where I rest. The snare is building up the tension in the room. A sudden rush of magic bursting from the gloom. Caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, swimming through the currents of a neon sea. Everything is heavy but my soul is light. The rhythm is the only thing controlling me. Caught inside the echoes in the velvet night, surrendering my spirit to the endless groove. Lost inside the magic of the flashing light. Forever in this moment I am free to move. The beat dissolves into the fading atmosphere, a gentle repetition slipping out of sight. The whispers are the only thing I still can hear, just echoes fading softly in the velvet floor.
Midnight pouring through the glass, the city breeze and silhouettes in smoke. I feel the static in the air, just let the rhythm pull asunder. Neon us on the dashboard light. We are driving through the velvet night. Silver reflections on the avenue. There is nothing left for us to do. Just watch the street lamps blurring into gold. A silent story waiting to be told. The heavy bass is vibrating the floor. I leave my shadows waiting at the door. Can you feel the frequency rising? Every heartbeat synchronizing. We are drifting past the horizon into the deep where the light is hiding. Lose yourself in the velvet skyline. Let the current take your mind. We are floating on a midnight timeline, leaving all the world behind. Lose yourself in the velvet skyline. Let the heavy rhythm bind. We are floating on a midnight timeline, leaving all the world behind. The rain is painting patterns on the street. I close my eyes and listen to the beat. A subtle echo of a distant sigh. The constellations shifting in the sky. We move like water through the empty space. A solitary, beautiful embrace. The glowing towers watch us as we pass. Our secrets suspended in the glass. Can you feel the frequency rising? Every heartbeat synchronizing. We are drifting past the horizon into the deep where the light is hiding. Lose yourself in the velvet skyline. Let the current take your mind. We are floating on a midnight timeline, leaving all the world behind. Lose yourself in the velvet skyline. Let the heavy rhythm bind. We are floating on a midnight timeline, leaving all the world behind. Breathe in the shadows, breathe out the day. Watch all the edges melting away. There is no morning, there is no sound. Only this moment to blend into one. Suspended in motion, caught in the sound. Our feet are lifting off of the ground. Lose yourself in the velvet skyline. Let the current take your mind. We are floating on a midnight timeline, leaving all the world behind. Lose yourself in the velvet skyline. Let the heavy rhythm bind. We are floating on a midnight timeline, leaving all the world behind. Fading into velvet, nothing but the night left. Just a whisper in the dark. Just a pulse, just a spark.
City sleeps beneath a blanket of violetness. Headlights
emerald hue, painting the silence I'm sharing with you. We trace the geometry drawn in the sky, watching the satellites silently fly. The world is asleep, but we are awake, riding the ripples the bass lines make. Windows are down as we cut through the chill. Time slows around us, so quiet and still. The skyline is waking with electric sparks, lighting the corners inside of the dark. A sudden rush pulls the gravity away, leaving behind all the noise of the day. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night, losing ourselves in the ultraviolet light. Heartbeats sing to the rhythm of the street, where the ocean of stars in the atmosphere meet. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night. Everything heavy suddenly feels light. No destination, nowhere else to be. Just a deep house groove in this midnight sea. Drift into the echo, drift into the sound. Let our feet lift softly off the ground. In the spaces between the hi-hats and the bass, we have finally found our hiding place. Wash away the worries, dissolve into the air. Nothing else matters when we are floating there. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night, losing ourselves in the ultraviolet light. Heartbeats sing to the rhythm of the street, where the ocean of stars and the atmosphere meet. We are riding the pulse of a velvet night. Everything heavy suddenly feels light. No destination, nowhere to speak. Just a deep house groove and this midnight sea. The kick drum fades out into the glowing fire. Echoes linger in the quiet, empty space. Just a warm vibration left inside my mind, floating away, vanishing to the dawn.
The city breeze below the static, a hollow hum inside the dark. We leave our shadows in the attic, just floating on a single spark. Midnight spills across the empty pavement, the streetlights flicker in a golden row. We are escaping from the day's enslavement, surrendering to where the heavy currents go. Your profile painted in the passing neon, a quiet language in the way you breathe. This is the frequency we set our scene on, the secret underworld we weave beneath. The temperatures in the back of my mind, we leave the edges of the morning behind. I feel the heavy water pulling me deep, awake inside a lucid dream in our sleep. We are lost in the velvet night, slipping through the fingers of the fading light, caught inside the rhythm of the
A muted heartbeat in the letter C. We find our refuge in this dark obsession, and let the isolation feel complete. The skyline shimmers like a distant ocean. The windows down to let the winter in. We are a photograph of slow emotion, a brush of electricity upon the sketches in the back of my mind. We leave the edges of the morning behind. I feel the heavy water pulling me deep, awake inside a lucid dream in our sleep. We are lost in the velvet night, slipping through the fingers of the fading light, caught inside the rhythm of the hollow space, tracing every shadow on your glowing face. We are lost in the velvet night. Let the deep bass swallow every fear inside, hypnotized together by the endless sound. Feet are levitating high above the ground. Close your eyes and let the colors bleed. This is the only kind of air we need, a steady pulse to wash the world away, a midnight promise that we will not sleep. A sense scatter like a rising tide, nowhere to run, nowhere left to hide. We are lost in the velvet night, slipping through the fingers of the fading light, caught inside the rhythm of the hollow space, tracing every shadow on your glowing face. We are lost in the velvet night. Let the deep bass swallow every fear inside, hypnotized together by the endless sound. Feet are levitating high above the ground, fading out into the cloud, just an echo in the dark. Let the heavy silence melt in, floating on a single spark.
A whisper in the static of the night, shadows fading in the violet light. Can you feel the frequency taking hold? A silver story waiting to be told. The city sleeps below a blanket of glass. I watch the headlights of the midnight cars pass. We leave the heavy weight of sorrow behind, and search for frequencies the broken can't find. Your fingertips are tracing maps on my skin. This is the moment where the magic begins. The bass is rolling like a wave from the deep, awaken secrets that we promised to keep. crowded room becomes an island of space. I see the universe reflect in your face. A steady heartbeat echoing through the floor. A silent language asking nothing but more. The neon traces leave a trail in the air. We drop the anchors of our worldly despair. A syncopated breath of melody shared. For this collision I was never prepared. The atmosphere is charged, the colors collide. There is no darkness left for us to hide. We are ascending past the edge of the sky. I feel the rush as we are learning to fly. We are caught in a loop and it's always night. There's a moon and the sound of a beautiful light. Let the rhythm dissolve every shadow and fear. Every cloud we wanted is finally here. Hold me close as we spin through the glowing unknown. In this beautiful chaos I am never alone. We are flying so high on a brilliant sound. And I promise that we are never coming down. Time is freezing in the center of the groove. I only breathe when I am watching you move. The walls are melting into oceans of sound, where every lost and broken spirit is found. Let the melody wash all the edges away. We are creatures of the night who are escaping the day. We are caught in a luminous orbit tonight, dancing blind in the center of a beautiful light. Let the rhythm dissolve every shadow and free. Everything that we wanted is finally here. Hold me close as we spin through the glowing unknown. In this beautiful chaos we are never alone. We are infinite now in this brilliant sound. Gravity is a memory, we are never coming down. A whisper in the static as the morning appears. The music echoes softly, ringing in our ears. Floating in the afterglow, peaceful and free. Just the rhythm, the silence, you and me.